Hey friends, I'm Khaleelulla Baig, founder of KoinBasket. So we are a super intelligent crypto trading app for Web3 beginners. And everyone over here in this conference in the last 2 days have been talking about how do we focus on mass crypto adoption. That's the biggest challenge every founder, every crypto enthusiast or the ecosystem people are trying to solve, right? We all are solving this problem in different ways and means. And we have been looking at solving this challenge of mass crypto adoption at a very different method, right? So the idea is, right, we are focusing on these three words, which are very, very important, right? So familiarity, reliability, and security. So these are the three important words we as founders will have to look into when we are moving towards focusing on mass crypto adoption. Let's see how do we do that. So if you really look at it, these are the major three challenges that we have looked into, like why there is some kind of a resistance or hesitance in adoption of cryptocurrencies, right? There's a misunderstood user behavior, there's unfamiliar adoption methods, and we have got mismatched reliability and security standards. So when we say these are in comparison to the Web3 and the Web2 ecosystem. So when we are looking at onboarding the Web2 ecosystem, we've got like more than 2 billion retail investors wanting to come into the space, but they have these challenges. So how do we solve these challenges, and what are these challenges, right? So let's focus on them, right? So if you really look at it, the navigation process in the Web3 ecosystem is like an alien process. So when I go to a Web3, a proper Web3 ecosystem product, I would be like lost. I don't know where to start, what do I do? And it's quite unpredictable when I try to move to the next step. I don't know what's going to happen in the next step. So these are the challenges the Web2 investors are facing every day, and there's a lot of drop-off that we see happening, right? That's one part. Imagine all of us are used to this mama behavior. So what is this mama behavior? We are used to Amazon-like experience. We are used to Microsoft-like an experience. We are used to Facebook-like an experience, right? But when we go to the Web3 ecosystem, we don't find these experiences. And imagine not finding a friend in an unknown place. What would you do? You would be lost, right? So these are the challenges we'll have to look into, right? So another major challenge is the adoption methods. If you want to register on a Web3 ecosystem, it's still a challenge. You may have to understand a lot of things, terms, conditions, smart contracts. People really don't get this, right? How do you make it simple, right? So these are the other things that we need to look into. Yeah. Another major problem that Web2 users face while getting into Web3 and trying the products out is about the mismatched standards for security and reliability, right? So for example, if I would want to test the reliability of some products on the Web2 ecosystem, I would look into, say, the domain authority and all that stuff. So that thing is missing in the Web3 ecosystem as well, right? So the tools that the Web2 users use to verify the reliability and security of the products are not compatible with the Web3 ecosystem, right? So we will have to see how we can solve these challenges. So these are the broader three challenges that KoinBasket has identified, and we are trying to solve these challenges for the users, right? So that's the whole idea. So what is the thesis of KoinBasket? So what are we trying to solve, right? So what we are trying to do is transform the Web3 user experience into a Web2 user experience. So what do we do? It's very simple. Starting from the onboarding process, the navigation process, even the naming conventions. Keep the names, keep the terms simple for the Web2 users so that they understand what they're getting into, right? And then about your reliability and security checks, right? So basically, you give a Web3 product wrapped in a Web2 experience. So that is what we are trying to do, and this has been really helpful for us as well. So this is what we are trying to achieve, right? So imagine a lot of the investors today love the experience of shopping more than the experience of investing. So if you talk to investors about investing, it's a challenge, right? And but if you give them the experience of shopping, it's a different level. So there's more engagement. There are lesser drop-offs, right? So what we want to do is combine the experience of shopping like Amazon and give the research intelligence of Bloomberg. So we're combining these two things and giving it up on the platform of CoinBasket, right? So how do we do it? How do we do it? So as simple as this. Onboarding can be as simple as sign in with Google. Can we just make it as simple as this, right? So what we have done, we have integrated with Binance, we've integrated with Coinbase, a proper integration, a deeper integration where you do a login with Binance, how you do a login with Google or a login with LinkedIn, right? So it's absolutely easy. You do this, you get the access to both CoinBasket and Binance, right? And then you'll be able to seamlessly experience the product. So what happens is, what we're trying to do is, like as I said, familiarity is an important aspect here. As soon as you see the experience here, okay, this is like login with Google, and so I need to just log in with Binance. So I get that predictability and trust factor into me, and I move ahead and do something. This is something very interesting. If you really look at it, all the crypto exchanges, the platforms, what we see, the kind of UI they present and the kind of UI you're seeing on the screen right now, it's a whole lot different, right? So we've made it really simple for the users to kind of come to the platform, choose what they want. We've made the decision-making process very, very simple for the users. So just imagine, you select the exchange, select the coins, whether you want a multiple coin like a basket or a single coin. You select them based on their health rating. You select them based on the risk appetite. And you create a diversified basket and invest in a click of a second. Just like maybe 2-3 seconds, maximum 5 seconds, you've built a diversified portfolio of your own, knowing that you've invested in good cryptocurrencies. So this piece is missing in the market, and we have tried to build this. Again, the focus has been like, it's so predictable. I know I'll have to go through the screener. It's a very simple screener. I get a selection, and I just put that selection into a bundle and buy that basket seamlessly, right? So this is what we have tried to achieve, and it's been working wonders for us, because the Web2 users trying to get onto the Web3 ecosystem are finding this familiar, it is reliable, it is trustworthy, and they're moving ahead and doing transactions. That's very important. So these are the partnerships we have. So we are a small startup. We are a seed startup, and we've managed to crack partnerships with Binance and Coinbase. These are the two biggest names the users can think of, and we have both of them, and there are more in the pipeline, right? So, I mean, this also helps in building that trust and confidence for the users that, if you have partnered with large names, you will be doing well, and it will be much, much secure and safer. So what we have tried to do is trying to put in all the things what an investor would be expecting on a platform, right? So what are these things that an investor would be looking on a crypto investing platform, right? So imagine your investment is always backed by solid research. You're taking an informed investment decision, so you're not getting into impulsive losses. We are talking about no custody of funds, because you keep your funds and assets in your own exchange, whether it is Binance, Coinbase, or any other exchange. So your funds and assets are with you under your control. We don't take the custody of funds and assets, right? And the best part, what we have tried to do on this platform is avoid any kind of risky products, like you talk about FNO products, perpetual contracts, short selling. We have tried to keep these things away, because these are the things where maybe initially the users come on board, but again they come out of the platform quite soon, right? So we didn't want this to happen. We want user to come on board and stay long, maybe not months, but years, right? That was the whole idea. And obviously, right, so we are also looking at that seamless onboarding and experience where you just log in with Binance as if you're logging in with Google, and you move ahead and start your journey. So that's as simple as that, right? So we are backed by good investors. We have Sandeep from Polygon, who's invested with us. Umar Rahim was a former director of Binance. We've got Naveen, who's the managing director for Ripple in the Southeast Asia region, and a lot of other VCs like Strong's Fund. We've got AngelList Quant Fund. So all these people have backed us up. Yeah. So these are the investors who've shown confidence in CoinBasket, and we are really doing well. Just to give you an idea, we have gone live last month with Binance. We integrated Binance on a platform, and since then, the numbers and the conversions have been like skyrocketing. So we have the sign-up to transaction conversion of more than 20%. We have the sign-up to transaction conversion of more than 20%. People connecting their exchange to transaction ratio is around 40–45%. Sometimes it goes up to 65%. So those are the kind of conversions we are looking at. So yeah, this is what we've managed to do so far, and good traction so far. This is about the team. I have close to around 15–16 years of experience in regulations-heavy industries like insurance, stockbroking, wealth management across geographies. And my CTO has worked with PayPal. He was also the CTO and the co-founder of one of the YC-funded startups earlier. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you.